right. Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Short. I see that you want some shorts, huh? All right. What's that on the top right? Trendbender algo. New algo that we're waitlisting right now. Waitlist is pretty full. First time you saw how it looked, I gotcha. Yeah. Really, I mean, it's just some indicators added to it. The plain algo is pretty plain. The plain algo is plain. That's correct. But yeah. If you guys want to join the waitlist for that, you should do so soon. Planning on releasing end of the month, hopefully. But the waitlist is getting pretty full, so I expect it to be full by probably Sunday at this pace. So we do have some highs this morning. Hourly highs at 22.82, 22.97, 22.135. A couple hourly highs up there. And we do have London low and Asia low below us. So those could be some targets for shorts. So yeah, that's what I'm watching there. That is what I'm watching. We did gap up a little bit overnight. So there is a little gap, and generally speaking, we often fill the gaps. So, I mean, a lot of things telling me like, hey, we could go lower today. Got London low, we got Asia low, retracement back to the 50%, little overnight gap, right? Looks like we're about to sweep. We're about to sweep one of these highs here. 22.82. You love your EMA plus SPS setup, but the 1 minute trend bear 75% Yeah, what one are you preferring as of now, you think, Wizard? I mean, SBS, I think, still has the most potential. Um, SBS might be easier, generally speaking, but I think SBS has the most potential still. Both, yeah. Well, that's all right. So I tried to price it, the Trendbender, a little bit cheaper, so people could use both if they wanted. Might be a little bit shorter of a live stream today. It's Friday. I'm going a little trip this weekend to northern Michigan, so it's supposed to be like big heat wave here. It's supposed to be almost 90 or 90 like for the next 3 days, which is pretty hot because it's only been like 75 as the highs lately here, so SBS is great with the indicators, more customizable. Trendbender, nice and simple. Yeah, that's exactly what I think too. Yeah, heavy news this week, holiday week, definitely a little bit interesting for sure. I think the performance was not great this week. I haven't been paying attention too much this week, to be honest with you. I've been so busy with other things, getting Botfolio ready. That's honestly my main focus right now, is getting Botfolio ready for the launch, which hoping next weekend I can launch it. So. But yeah, very, very busy right now. We got Botfolio hopefully next weekend, Trendbender hopefully sometime in the next 10 days. What else do we have? I mean, I guess that's mainly it, but that's a lot more than most people think, probably. So, but yeah, if you guys are interested in the Trendbender, make sure you join the waitlist, because I do expect that to be filled out in the next by Sunday. So, if you want to do that, get on that. Lifetime's pretty fair price. Monthly is pretty fair price. Yeah, we're capping it now because I want to be able to make sure everyone gets the support they need on the start. So don't want to have like 500 people on it. So sweeping hourly high 2282, just swept. Hourly high is swept, so shorts are valid. We do have previous day high, that is 2297. Just swept that as well. So the next hourly high would be 22,135. 22,135. I just heard it's triple witching day or quad witching day, whatever. Anyone know for sure if it's one of those days? Morning, Scott. How you doing? How was the barbecue? Just run trend banner from another. I don't have any set times that I specifically only use it, but generally it takes most of its trade from 10 a.m. to like 2 p.m., 3 p.m., generally speaking. Yeah. Yeah, Wizard would start at 10 too. Barbecue is good. Awesome. I did get that thing I messaged you about last night figured out, Scott, just so you know. So we're all good there with the Botfolio stuff. So need to check that algo out. Yeah, Trendbender is fun. Just it's pretty simple. Just message me or something if you want. I can send it to you. But yeah, Botfolio should be good to go. Got everything loaded up last night, just testing, making sure they're all good, but should be good, nice and protected. So yeah, but Wizard would start at 10:30 for, yeah. I think everyone, is the market open here? Yeah, market's open now. Hold on. We're getting like a 30-second IFVG here, but it's right on the open. That's just not smart to do. Free trader there, shorted RSI 84. Nice. Bold claim and video title? Yeah, why not? You gotta get people in here, you know what I'm saying? Why not? I don't really, here's one thing that I think we're the best at. You don't really see a lot of other algo companies live streaming pretty much every day with their algos. Just saying. I know you're not bashing me. I just, you don't see that, so. A little choppy there in the open. Dipped down all the way to 40, 2240. Back up to 22,100. So big 60-point candle there, right on the open, which is quite big. So I'll be watching the 2-minute fair value gap that was formed between 916 and 920. If we can get below that, that's a potential trade there. Potential trade. Can't wait for Trendbender. Glad you're excited, man. There hasn't been tons of trades on the live stream of Trendbender. That's just because generally a lot of the trades happen 10 or 10:30 and beyond, and our live streams, don't we don't live stream that long, so. But if you guys want to try out Trendbender, make sure you're joining the waitlist as soon as you can. You don't get billed now. You just join the waitlist and you're good to go. Wizard might have a better idea. I think he was saying if you scroll through the general chat, go up a little bit. I think he mentioned, I'll tell you here. I don't remember for sure. That's something you'll want to test when you get it. You'll want to probably check, run a 24-hour test and say, okay, it's working these times, and longs work better. Yeah, I think that's what I remember was it said longs work better there. That's generally speaking, you know, like some charts are going to have shorts work better, some might have longs work better, some might have both work really good. So that's where, you know, you're going to want to play around with it a little bit. Doesn't take that long to back test generally. I mean, you could spend your day on Sunday, you know, like a weekend, one day for a couple hours, and you could probably get your setups that you like figured out. Try and put together stuff so that, you know, everyone has a baseline to use. But you're still going to want to find out what you like. So the people who do the best with our algos like SBS, NQ traders, stuff like that, they take some time, they trade it in sim, and they find out what they like and how they like to use it. And then by the time it's eval time or funded account time, they know exactly what they like and do pretty good. So yeah, run SBS the first hour and a half, trend bender later in the day. That's a great idea, because the first morning or the first hour and a half, you're gonna get more of a range, maybe some trend, but then trend bender takes over on the trend. SBS will help on the more rangy conditions. I mean, it's a good combo. Be a good combo. We have an hourly swing high again at 22,135. 22,135. SMT with NQ and ES right now as well. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, throw them out. Hopefully everyone's going to have a great weekend. It is Friday. So make sure you're not sitting in front of screens all day today. If you see a trade, you take a trade, you win, just call it a day. Big SMT here with NQ and ES. We're tapping into some higher time frame fair value gaps here. Higher time frame fair value gaps, so definitely could be a place to reverse here.
Order filled.
Hopefully the market does do something. Hopefully the market does do something today. So we have currently, for a little checklist here, we're in premium. We do have major liquidity sweeps. Hopefully we can see a good reaction. We're inside of a kill zone. Draw on liquidity would be like 50%, Asia low, London low, SMT, higher time frame, fair value gap. I mean, it's a lot of good stuff there for a little mini checklist. If there's no action by SBS by 10, you're done. That's a great idea. Want to grab yesterday's high. It already did. It did on NQ. Previous day high was at 22,097. So it should have, it did grab yesterday's high. Yeah, that happened about 10 minutes ago. We swept the high, technically. But that is a-okay. Still marching up here. At this point, it looks like we want to sweep the high at 22,135. And that would also be a good spot because it's an hourly high inside of a higher time frame for Valley Gap. So, and I think that would line up right. That's right about the midpoint as well of that for Valley Gap. So. But yeah, 20 viewers, so thank you all for joining on this Friday. Make sure to drop a like. All right, we're just chilling. No SBS trades so far. Does look like we're about to sweep the 22,135 high. We do still have a higher time frame SMT because ES has not swept previous day high yet. NQ has swept previous day high. So there is a bit of an SMT there. All that means is ES is a little bit weaker, a little bit more bearish than NQ is right now. So basically, if NQ starts to move down, ES should move down a little, pretty quick, and then it should just barrel roll on top of each other. Pushing up here. It looks like we're just about to sweep the high, 135. We just hit 130. Just hit 130. Be a great spot to potentially look for a short play, or reversal, I should say, from there. We are only 12 minutes into the open. Come on, man. Just go up and sweep the high. Missed the high by 4.5 points there on NQ. ES did get pretty close to the previous day high. It got approximately 2.75 points from previous day high on ES. All right, so I guess we're not sweeping the high at 135. Still have no trades. Okay. Getting a little bit of a reaction back up here. It's pretty volatile today. I would be very careful. You don't want to be losing all your profit for the week on a Friday. It's just not a good feeling going into the weekend. Charging 10 points away from the highs again. We want to see those highs swept. My hands are really cold. Oof. Man, let's do something here. Take the high or move lower. All right. We don't want to just sit in this little range that it's starting, because I can already see a little range forming from 22,125 to 22,100. So it's like a 25 to 30 point range forming. We want to make sure we're not sitting in that all morning. So there we go. Moving a bit lower here. Moving a bit lower. And we're wicking off of the previous day high again. So we've wicked off the previous day high. One, two, or we were bounced below it. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Then we bounced above it like 4 times already. So it's, I would mark that 22,100 level because it's seems pretty important. 22,100. We're getting a lot of bullish little wicks. Every like it shoots lower, then we get a big pop back up. Like there's someone trying to buy. I don't know. It's a little odd just watching the candles here. Makes me think shorts are going to get faked out here, and we're going to go charge right up to these highs right now, maybe? The 135 highs again? I'm not sure, but seems a little weird currently. A little weird. All right. What are we doing here, NQ? Still no trades with SBS, no trades with Trendbender. Bit of a slow morning. We're 18 minutes in, so we do have some confluences for shorts here, so we'll see. It's just I don't love the reaction. Excuse me. Starting to pick up a little speed lower, but so again, right as we said, NQ started moving lower, ES now really picking up speed lower. All right. Well, I'm done for the day. Oh. Well, a little stressful. A little stressful. Not a fan of the action yet. Yeah, I'm done for the day. I just took a trade. I'll show you what I took here in a second. Very risky, but gotta take risks with trading, so. Let me just import this to TradeZella here. All right, and they should be uploaded here. So 1.6K today. That's on 8 funded accounts total, so 210-ish per account. Good morning, TJ. Enjoy your weekend. That's right. All right, so let me show the trade I took here. I'm out everything. It's really dumping still. It actually just hit 2R from my entry, but I'm okay with that. It's really selling off. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, so let me show you guys this. Close that. All right, 30. Let me pull up I've got the 30-second chart here. That's what I took the trade on here. Okay. We had a 30-second for value gap here. Okay. We got a spike below it here. Entry, I got 77. Stop loss was right here. This is set to 1 to 2, which we just hit 1 to 2. I actually got out right at 55, which was right about here I got out. Okay. So I was risking about, what is that? Maybe, I can't do math, guys. About 17, 18 points. And then I ended up making about 22 points. So a little over 1R. A little over 1R. That was my trade there. Again, it's ripping down right now. You could be holding runners and stuff. I've noticed that a lot of times with this IFVG strategy that I've been doing, that if you just take everything off at 1-to-1, often it like seems to average out for me, at least right now, because a lot of times you'll scale like a couple micros here, maybe half your position here, and then it'll come back up to your entry and just break even you, right? So I just tend to exit everything at 1-to-1 instead of exiting half my position and trying to leave runners, because if I exit half my position here and then it break evens me, I'm only making half the profit. And then if we move lower and I scale out here, I'm really only making a little bit extra, right? So if I scaled half at a 1-to-1 and the rest at a 2-to-1, I'm still only making, an extra 0.5 R, right? Which is that worth trying to get an extra 0.5 R? And then if it comes and break evens you're still not up that much on the day. Just you got to weigh out that, but still a fine trade. I think we're going to call it early there. It's almost 10 o'clock. We've gotten no trades, and I'm done on my manual trades. So about 3.8K on the week this week. Puts me at about 12K on the month with my funded accounts. My Top Step accounts are sitting at 1,700 in the balance. So I could take out half of that times 5 accounts. So I could take out about a $4,300 payout right now. Maybe I will. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna call it a day. So have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll be back Monday. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you guys.